Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final race of the WORC Truck Series here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I am here with Braison Collins up in the WORC TV booth, and for once in my life, I'm actually broadcasting. So I apologize in advance if I mess anything up. I will try to keep the broadcast as fluent and as clean as possible. So, we are here for the championship race. There are a plentiful amount of laps. I'm not exactly sure how many there are. There's 85 laps around this 1.5 mile track. I could have. Okay, nope. But, yeah, so we have our 4 playoff drivers ready to be interviewed before the race here today. So,
So we're gonna start off here. We're gonna drag in championship contender number 1, Cole Williams. So, Cole Williams, you're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy, bud?
That's my bad, maybe I got a copy.
All right, Cole. I'm gonna ask the first question here. So, Cole, you're competing for yet another WORC championship. You were part of the Final Four in the Street Stock Series, which was streamed on MaxSpeed TV. You've been on the broadcast before in a championship race, high pressure situation. You've been here before. You played strategy well in that Street Stock race. What do you think you're gonna have to do today to take home this championship?
Today it's going to be all about probably saving. Obviously, when we had the Street Stock Series, what was that, June or whatever, the strategy definitely played out in our favor, for especially myself and Aiden Kirker. Of course, Aiden taking home his first ever league win, and myself getting my first ever championship in this league. Tonight, I don't think there's going to be any crazy, stupid fuel strategy that can put us up front by 2 laps on the final caution or whatever, but I think it's going to be a mix of saving and just being on the right strategy. I know that we're running 50% fuel fill, so that's definitely a kind of a wild card. Makes it definitely going to be at least a few stops if we go green. Of course, I'm not going to expect a whole entire green race with this many people, but honestly, it's just going to be patience all night and a lot of just for surviving. I mean, especially no fast bear, so and only 2 sets of tires in the pits, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Cole. Well, Josh, you got any questions for him?
well, do you expect to win this championship tonight? Do you
Oh
think
yeah,
you have a shot?
every time you join a race, they expect checkered flag at the end of it. So, of course, you got Mark, who's been great all season long. Of course, Joe and Jay have been there all season, running good. So, of course, they've for sure driven their way to be here, and they're of course here because best of the best. So, let's see, how this plays out. Of course, Braison got really close to winning himself into the race last week until the collision on the final lap, but carrying some momentum from Atlanta. Just Atlanta and Vegas, they seem like they're two, pretty close tracks, but way different in terms of how this tire model reacts to it. So just coming with the mindset of winning the race, because in real life and in other leagues, you see basically the winner of the race wins the championship. Of course, that's guaranteed. You win the championship if you win the race. So, just going for the race win tonight, and hoping for long and green flag runs.
All right. Thank you, Cole, for coming up here with us. We wish you the best of luck here tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we're gonna bring in our next driver now. We're gonna bring in Joe Burgy, well, it's actually Joe Burgy. We call him Burgy as a joke here. Joe Burgy, you're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes.
All right, Joe. I'm gonna let Josh ask the first question this time. Josh, got a question for Joe.
So, Joe, how do you expect tonight to play out for yourself? How do you think the race is going to go for you, and what do you expect to do to win tonight's championship?
What I hope will happen, we come out with the championship. What I think will happen, I'll end up in the turn 4 fence. Just going to try to keep it conservative for a little bit. I'm not going to try to burn my tires off or try to race hard early. I might race a little bit hard early, but I'm going to mostly try to keep myself in a good position just for the time being, and then maybe with like 10 or 5 to go, I'll probably start to push a lot more, unless it really depends on it. But that's really the thing I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to try to boot somebody out of the way on like lap half, maybe. I don't know, but I'm not gonna try to do that. I'm not gonna try to aggressively block anybody. I'm not like that. But mostly keep it conservative and all that stuff. I don't feel like repeating again. So yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good strategy. Braison, do you have any questions for Joe here?
Yeah, all right. So, Joe, you've kind of hobbled along throughout the league, it seems, throughout the playoffs. You left early at Atlanta, ended up seating yourself in as the 4th driver in the Final Four. However, you are one of only 3 drivers the entire season that has multiple wins on the season, with Aiden Kirker and, of course, Josh here in the booth as well. Do you think that having multiple wins gives you a little bit more do you think that having multiple wins gives you a little bit more confidence here, knowing that you've won more than all these guys that you're competing with?
Well, those 2 other wins have come at short. One of them came out of short track where I led 2 laps. Those are the no, wasn't even 2 laps. I led 1 lap and that was the final one. And the second one was at a dirt track, the only dirt track on the series, and I dominated that. So it's a little bit of 50-50. I didn't really race many of the intermediate tracks. I mostly ran the short tracks and road courses. So I'm not really sure how it's going to play out for me. I'm not really the best at these kind of tracks. But Las Vegas is a track that I'm okay at. I wouldn't say I'm too terrible at. I know how to run around here a little bit, and I've gotten top 5s to here before, not only in official but in other leagues as well. So with this, it's a little bit of in between, but I have a feeling in more in like the more confident than less. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, Joe. Well, thank you for coming up in the interview box with us tonight. We wish you the best of luck here at Las Vegas, and go get that championship.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to bring in our 3rd driver here, driver the number 10, Mark Frimpong. Mark, you're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy?
Hello?
Mark? All right, yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask the first question here from Mark. So I guess this one's kind of obvious, Mark, but you're in the Final Four. You have the highest I rating of any of the guys here. You think that having that higher I rating makes you have a little bit more like experience finishing up front, putting yourself in positions to basically just be better than everybody else?
I'd say not necessarily. This is the race this season with most trucks by it, actually, and so, or maybe besides Daytona, but it's the most trucks in a while. So, like, I don't know if being the best driver will even play the biggest factor, considering there's so many other people that could come into play that haven't raced all season.
All right, Josh, you got a question for Mark?
Yeah, Mark. Obviously, you've been really good all season. You made it to the Final Four. Are you going to try to continue that success that you've had so far this season into the final race? And how is that going to translate into the final race, considering what you've learned all season from the drivers you're racing against?
Yeah, I'm going to try to transfer my success into this race because that's the easiest way to win the championship, and I think it'll be important to do that in order to be the other driver.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up into the booth with us before this race. We wish you the best of luck coming here for one final time. And, yeah, go get that championship, bud.
All right, thank you. I'll try my best.
All right, we are now going to bring in our 4th driver, the 4th of the Final Four. I consider him to be our underdog here. We're going to bring Jay Mulder into the booth. Jay, you get a copy.
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, I'm gonna give Josh the first question on this one. Shoot your question, Josh.
All right, Jay. So going into here, you are probably widely considered the underdog of this story. How are you going to come out on top and prove that you belong here and you deserve to win the championship?
Well, I mean, all season, every single week, we've been right up there with all these guys, and on the short end of the stick a lot of the time, but we've been really close to picking up a few wins this season, actually, and we could have just as many as a lot of these guys, but just some bad luck. But, you know, we've been the underdog in every race as well, but we can turn that around tonight, and we'll be up on the wheel trying to do that.
All right, that sounds good. Bryson, do you have any questions for Jay?
Yeah, so Jay, I I think you're the only one in the final four. I guess Cole Williams technically, but you're kind of on a one-car team. You're on Ben Porsche Racing, and Ben himself has not competed yet because he's still building his computer. So you're kind of on your own here. You don't have any teammates to help you out here. You don't really have any allies in this league either. I know you're not really one of the more known guys in here like Frimpong and Williams and Burgy are. So do you think that being kind of alone maybe helps you or hurts you?
Well, for sure at the plate tracks, it hurts us a little bit. We don't have anybody to draft with, but tonight, not plate track, everybody for themselves. So it'll definitely help out. I don't have to worry about anyone else other than myself tonight, and that's what we're gonna do.
All right, thank you, Jay. Jay is actually the only driver in the Final Four from a different country as he comes from Canada tonight. Thank you, Jay. Good luck in tonight's championship race. And that is it for our interviews of our Final Four as we head into qualifying tonight. Josh, what are your thoughts on qualifying?
Well, obviously qualifying is crucial. This race more than any, because it's the final race of the year, so obviously it's going to be important for these drivers to get up front and so to make sure they're able to stay out front, see if they can win the championship. So obviously we're going to see the fast names all season, like the Final Four who we were just talking to, be up front and I'm guessing try to take the pole right out of the get-go. What about your thoughts?
Well, I don't know. We have a lot of cars here. We have some cars we haven't seen in a while in WORC. In fact, just some of those names. We've got Grayson Trexler here, Charlie Beyer here. Trying to see who else we got here. Mitch Hobbs, he doesn't show up too often. Max Urich doesn't show up too often. We got a few guys. I mean, we've got guys who've raced a little bit this season. We've got a good car count. I think qualifying is going to be key for the guys who are not championship drivers, because these guys don't really have anything. They're racing for a win. And obviously, there's that $5 prize presented by Mr. Ocean, Team 3882 for tonight. So, these guys, they're just racing for $5, honestly. If you're a championship contender, it's going to be about, do you make that decision to qualify? Do you have confidence that you'll be up front? Do you think if I qualify mid-pack, I'm going to be in trouble? Do you want to stay at the back and avoid the wrecks? These guys have to make big decisions here in order to figure out what they want to do in order to win this championship tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, for all the guys who are in the Final Four. But yeah, definitely with the cars who came here outside of the top four and are just racing for that $5, they are obviously just coming in with the win on their mind, and that's all. So for them, this is just a fun race, but I'd expect them to go and give it their all, especially out on qualifying, just to prove that they deserve to be up there.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we've got Dane Cruz to the top of the leaderboard right now on that 46 truck. Kenneth Bueno second. Or Charlie Beyer just moved into second. We've only got 3 guys right now on the 32nd bracket for lap times. Looks like everyone else is running 31s. Got a couple guys joining now.
Oh, Latham Joyner, what a lap. Mark Frimpong goes pole.
Top of the chart.
Wow,
Smart.
Lots of changing. Kenneth Bueno,
wow.
Josh Cossack, James Hill. Joe Burgy will finish his second lap right now.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go AFK for just a moment. I'll be back very soon.
Puts in a pretty good lap, but will only be P9 at the moment, as he's going to be able to get one more lap in, see if he can get up to the top of that leaderboard. He's currently sitting in position number 9. So we have a pretty good car count tonight. I believe there is somewhere around 20 cars. Can't check at the moment, and Braison's not here to tell me. But Burgy comes and completes his final lap, and he will not improve by a little bit there and goes up to position number 7. Currently, the pole sitter is Mark Frimpong at the moment. James Jungemann, we are following right now. He has put down a lap, but it was very much off pace. So we are going to see if he can get up a couple spots on to that leaderboard. Coming off of 4, and he will run a 29.3. That is not the correct lap time. A 30. I don't know, but he went 5th. James will go 5th on the leaderboard. A very good lap by that 32 car. I think he's actually the 80 on iRacing. As we switch over to Josh Duke here in the other 32 car. There's too many. There are custom numbers from Trading Paints. He's going to start his first lap, as you can see on the high side there. Or maybe finish his first one. Currently in 20th place at the moment. Duke is trying to get up onto the top of the leaderboard and see how far up he can start. Currently, Mark Frimpong holds the pole right now. Close behind, only 18/100ths of a second, is Dominic Howe, and Josh Kosick sitting in 3rd. Josh Duke will come across the line and run an 30.844 and put himself onto the top of the board. What a lap by Josh Duke! Oh my goodness!
It looks like we're only going to actually have 2 drivers not qualify. Henry Klappert in the 34 for LR Racing, and Keelan Belsha for EL Media. He's also not going to qualify, so that's interesting. Cole qualifying at the back, is that a strategy or is... Oh no, Cole to 2nd place.
Good lap by him.
Wow.
Only 0.019 off of the pole. And I believe that was his 2nd lap, and he couldn't get around for another one either way.
He's actually, Josh Duke ran an 8.26.
I know.
Henry Klappert puts down 1 lap, 31.667. So that's going to be it. We have Keelan Belsha not qualifying here tonight, and that'll be all. 24 drivers will be hitting the track tonight.
And now, let's get to your starting lineup. Presented by JP Designs. Let me find a good camera angle for this. Yeah, we'll go to that one. All right. So, our grid for tonight. Josh Duke with an impressive lap averaging 178 miles per hour and running a 30.826 in the 32 car. On the pole, Josh Duke. 2nd place, Cole Williams, his first chase contender. Mark Frimpong in 3rd. He is our 2nd playoff contender. Dominic Howe in 4th. Josh Kosick 5th. 6th, JJ Hill. 7th is James Jungemann. And rounding out the top 8 is Ryan Martin. Braison? I guess he's not here.
Sorry. Talking to the drivers, my bad. I had to...
I'll keep reading then. Then 9th place, Bridger Olson. 10th, Paul Granata, rounding out the top 10. Mitch Hobbs in 11th. Max Swearingen in 12th. Kenneth Bueno, 13th. Grayson Trexler, 14th. Joe Burgy, our 3rd playoff contender, in 15th. Lynn Latham Joyner, rounding out the top 16. Dane Cruz occupies the 17th position. 18th is DJ Powell. 19th, Charlie Byer. 20th, our final playoff contender, Jay Mulder. 21st is Max Urich. 22nd, Mason Sweet. 23rd, Henry Klappert. And rounding off the field is Keelan Belsha in 24th. So,
yeah,
that is an interesting qualifying grid. Oop. Give me a second. Where's the TV button? That one. So, interesting grid here today. Josh Duke on the pole. That's
Josh Duke's come a long way back from his Street Stock Series incident. He's gotten a lot faster actually. It's gonna be interesting to see here as cars roll off the grid. Man, I don't know. This race is gonna have a lot of questions. Wow, I don't know what to say. This is gonna be interesting for sure. 24 drivers, 85 laps. I can't wait to see how this goes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun one to watch. I think 24 drivers showing up to tonight's event, which is the most car count since I think Daytona earlier this year.
Or no, Laguna Seca, we had 23. That was just a couple races ago.
So the most car count since Daytona, because we have 24. I'm right.
No, we had like 20 something. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And
I think
we have a quick race information. We have 85 laps, 129 miles, and an average lap time of 31 seconds, which I believe we saw in qualifying there. And now we will get to the race. The pace car pulls in for the final time.
And we are underway here. Josh Duke, Cole Williams lead us to the green, the pair of 32s.
And the green flag is in the air. Josh Duke and Cole Williams lead into the line, and we are underway. Mark Frimpong with a good push back to the behind of Josh Duke. Cole Williams gets a good jump to the outside.
Mark on the apron.
Mark did hit the apron for a second there. Stayed straight, though. Josh Kosick with a big push from behind. And Cole Williams, Dominic Howe, will get up in front of Josh Duke. Why does it... Okay, there we go. And as does Dominic Howe goes low.
They're 3 wide in the back almost. Granata, Burgy, and Martin. Got a little dicey back there. There,
Cole Williams.
Again, Burgy, Martin, and looks like Bueno. Yep, they're Granata making it 3 wide now. Bueno's in the sucker hole back there. Fire's gonna try to get by on the outside now. Looks like Bueno's gonna try to solve himself in the line here between Urich and Burgy.
Dominic Howe shoots low on Josh Duke again. And oh, what?
Oh, Frimpong just got taken out.
That did not just happen. Oh my goodness. Josh Kosick just intentionally wrecked Mark Frimpong. Are you kidding me?
That is unreal.
6.
Josh Kosick will be banned immediately.
That was bad.
Yeah, give me just a second
Number
here.
is Kosick. Can't find him. Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Alright, well, where's the replay? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to figure this out a stupid way. Give me a minute here. Sorry, this is my first time doing this, and Braison didn't tell me really what to do. So, here was the incident. Josh Kosick just gets loose and then intentionally hooks right and takes them out and intentionally disconnects immediately.
Alright, I have returned.
Oh, and my thing is broken real quick, so just chilling.
Yeah.
Josh JJ Hill, an innocent bystander. Paul Granata and a bunch of other cars hit hard in it as well. Hey Braison, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you tell me if the stream's lagging right now?
No.
You watched going through the replay?
Yep. Shows ticker at the top and everything.
Okay, tell me when it's off of the ticker.
You switch drivers, and its ticker's lagging a little bit.
Is it like lagging as a whole?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know why, but when I click on iRacing, my thing breaks.
I know.
Yeah, because I clicked off of iRacing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can't change drivers or anything when I'm on iRacing. Or when I'm, trying to make it look good.
Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't work. And I don't really know what to do about it.
You can just not use the top ticker.
What do you mean not use the top ticker?
Oh, it's hard to see what's happening when you don't share your screen for like the 100th time I've asked.
You told me, oh yeah, right. There. So, yeah, no, what happens is when I click on iRacing, the stream dies. And then when I click off of iRacing, the stream's fine. But I can't change drivers when I'm on the stream. Or when I'm not on iRacing. So it's hard for me to show an actual broadcast because the stream's lagging.
Focus on exciting for now.
I can't focus if I can't watch. Look, alright. So stream's dead, stream's alive. Cole Williams is your leader right now. I don't really have anything else to say about Cossack. He is going to be banned indefinitely.
Yeah, drivers are talking about forming a protest group for him. Submitting that to the iRacing admins. That's absolutely pitiful. I mean, I feel bad for Mark. That's not how I wanted to see Mark lose this, if he was going to lose it at all. I mean, that was... I have no idea. Cossack has formally been banned from the league and the Discord server as a whole.
Yeah, it's just a shame that had to
That's just a
happen.
poor showing on Josh's part, because you know this is all on broadcast that Josh is doing this. So
Not a very good broadcast, but it's on broadcast.
it's on broadcast. We're gonna have the replays of it. Many other leagues are gonna be taking notice to this. Most likely, a lot of people are probably not gonna want to participate in leagues if Cossack is in them. So you know, there's a few Facebook groups that are interesting. They might have an interesting look at that. Get them blacklisted at least or something. I don't know. So we didn't expect this at all. Cossack has been a more silent driver here, and
I expected it.
I mean,
He's driven like a roadblock every race.
Cossack has been.
I mean, to be bluntly honest, he's been driving like a roadblock, and I'm not sure how you didn't see that. But since I'm going to try to be unbiased commentator,
He's already been suspended multiple times. I would figure, or not multiple times, but he was already suspended, and he came back from that was fine at Atlanta. So I don't know. We're coming to green here. Looks like Williams and Duke are gonna.
Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
I was in replay. Nice.
Looks
All
like
right.
Williams and Duke are gonna.
Well, Cole Williams and Josh Duke coming to the line. And the pace car pulls off. And we are green. Green
The
back
outside
in
line
the
did
air.
not get going. Jungemann did not hit the gas pedal.
Yeah, James just...
The outside line is completely gone right now.
Yeah, Cole Williams got a great jump, as well as Josh Duke. Besides that, no one else up there even got a chance. Josh Duke will fall back into third place, and a lot of movement
Making a
right
charge
there.
right now at Williams. How to the inside, side by side through the corner.
Dominic Howe trying to get past. He gets side by side with him going onto the front stretch. And he will lead that lap by just a nose. Josh Duke with a big push coming to Cole Williams. And Joe Burgy has moved up to third.
Yep, look behind Dominic Howe. There's Joe Burgy. He started 16th, I believe, somewhere mid-pack. And he is coming up.
There's the battle for the championship between Cole Williams and Joe Burgy. Cole Williams does get down on the bottom. So he will be able to maintain that lead. And there is a big group of cars right behind him. Nope, there goes Dominic Howe to the bottom again. Oh, he turned him!
Turned Cole!
And Burgy's involved!
Burgy.
As well as Josh
unreal.
Duke. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? And Josh Duke's engine has expired. His race has concluded. Wow. Alright, well, hold on. Alright, because I don't know how to work this, let's watch a replay. You can see he just came up and turned him. And Burgy had nowhere to go.
Looking at it from a different point of view, it almost looks like Williams kind of turned down off the corner.
See it from chopper cam. Oh, that's too close to call for those two.
It's hard
It looked
to call
it looked like Cole came down, but Dominic slid up. I would assume Cole thought that Dominic was going to be on that apron, and he just was not. And Cole is now down onto pit road. Ah. And now some cars get on pit road. Those include Dominic Howe, Joe Burgy, Latham Joyner, and the 46 of Dane Cruz. So, wow. 2 championship contenders taken out within the first 10 laps. That is unheard of. At least Latham Joyner with just fuel there. Go forward. Charlie Byer stays out, as well as James Jungemann and Grayson Trexler. Grayson Trexler, we haven't seen him in a while, as well as Charlie Byer, both up top in...
Klappert's getting in the OL for blinking.
That's no surprise.
I
would go onto him, but it would glitch out my screen, so...
Drivers are not happy, necessarily. I mean, I can understand that, especially if you're a guy like Williams.
Yeah.
Is Jay Mulder the only undamaged championship 4 driver?
Yeah, I mean, Mark had a big hit on the first wreck we saw, and the second wreck right there just took out Cole and Burgy. I mean, realistically, they both have a lot of damage now. And out of nowhere, the underdog, Jay Mulder, is going to have a legitimate shot of winning this thing. And that is a huge change in championship deciders, but he is way back there. Well, not way back there, but maybe outside of the top 5. He is in 8th place. So the leading championship contender is in 8th place. He might be higher than that. It'll update at the line here. No, he is in 8th. But wow, that is a really interesting turn of events. And I believe, if we pick up the top ticker here, that, yeah, Joe Burgy was on pit road repairing damage for a while there. He does get out onto the track before he goes a lap down, luckily for him. But wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of discussion, it seems like, after the race. Because, I mean, almost all the championship contenders, it seems, are out of the race. Looks like Burgy's on track. Frimpong's still down pit road. Looks like Cole is also still down pit road. Mulder's clean, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. This is
Yeah, Cole Williams 2 laps down, Mark Frimpong 9 laps down. Their chances of a championship are over. Just like
it's
that.
Almost, I mean, it's hard to call that. It was Williams and Howe getting together. I mean, it honestly just looked like Cole went down, Howe came up. I don't see it any other way. It's hard for me to, I mean, you look at those angles, it's hard for me to consider it. And wow.
Yeah, just...
So it's going to be up to Mulder to just avoid the wrecks. I mean, if I'm Mulder right now, I'm hanging in the back. I'm not going up front. I'm not going near this. We've had 2 wrecks towards the front of the field.
Surprisingly, as you say that, he's in 7th place on the bottom.
I know.
But
it's like, I don't want to be mid-pack. I mean, that wreck just happened for the lead. I mean, it's...
Both wrecks. I mean, yeah, that wreck was for the lead. The other wreck was for, what, 3rd? So,
yeah,
4th place, maybe? So it's not like they're happening in the back. They're all just fighting for positions really hard and ended up taking each other out. So
the weird trend about WORC that I've been noticing a lot lately, actually, with our championship races so far, going back to the Street Stock Series, Super Speedway Series, and the Super Late Model Series, the driver that seems to be the favorite to win it does not win. Back in the Street Stock Series, DJ Powell actually ended up flipping on the white flag and finished 4th of the 4 contenders. In the Super Speedway Series, Jackson Hartman money shifted on the final restart, and that caused a little bit of chaos as David Collier came out of that with a championship somehow. And then in the super late model series, Ryan Martin was favored to win, and Martin messed up the last restart with taking a 2-tire stop there, trying to win that championship.
But in any way, green flag is out. Charlie Byer gets a massive
Mulder
jump
didn't get
over
a good
James
start.
Youngman.
Mulder got a terrible start.
Mulder did? Yeah, he did. But that might almost help him because he is now in a gap. So he has a little bit of a chance to avoid any kind of wreck that would happen as they're 3 wide. So that is the chance for a wreck to happen. James Youngman blocking 4 wide. 4 wide down the backstretch.
Youngman back
Oh,
no! Oh my god.
Oh, what a save back there. Oh my gosh, that was close, to say the least.
Oh, Ryan Martin in the wall.
Ryan Martin in the wall. I didn't personally see it, but
on walled right in front of Mulder. Mulder didn't wreck though.
Grayson Trexler to the bottom of Charlie Byer. They're side by side coming through turn 2. Latham Joyner right behind them looking for an opening. He will not quite get there as Byer outruns him on the outside, and Latham goes to do the same. Mason Sweet, a name that I have not heard of in a long time. He's up there in 4th. He's really looking to try to take the lead as here comes Latham Joyner to the inside of Charlie Byer again.
Joyner trying to attack early here, it looks like. I don't know if Byer and Trex are trying to back off and save tire or what, but Trex couldn't make that move work on the inside. Joyner right now he was there. Looks like he's backing off a little bit. He gets a little bit better corner, I think, but Byer gets the run off being on that top side. So this is going to be an interesting battle to keep eyes on.
Yeah, 4 cars all together. Looks like they're almost going to go 3 wide here. Mason Sweet might peek to the middle. He does. 3 wide down the front stretch. And oh, that was close. Closer than...
Almost looked like Trex and Sweet made contact. And now Sweet going to the front here.
Mason Sweet with what a run.
Max Urich has come from the back. He's
that
up
was
to
close.
the top 5.
A little bit of a blink by Charlie Byer. Mason Sweet slides up the track. This is going to leave an opportunity for Trex to go high, low. Goes in the middle. Doesn't... Oh, little bit of contact between the two of them. And Mason Sweet stays right on the bottom. Slides up a little bit. Does not hit Latham Joyner there. And Joyner will keep the lead. Here comes Byer on the outside as well. Trying to get back up to 2nd.
Joyner just tried to block, it looked like. Realized nobody was down there. I don't know what that little swerve was on the back.
Maybe try to, get a little bit...
Trexler trying to attack the middle here with Byer and Sweet.
Oh, a little bit of a hole that wasn't there. But fortunately, they did not make any kind of contact.
Oh, Latham threw a late block there.
Mason gets onto the apron just a little bit, slides up the track.
Charlie's got the run. Charlie's gonna peek. No, not yet. Trex is all over Charlie's bumper. Trex!
Whoa! What a fast move by Grayson Trexler to the bottom of the track. He will slow down all their momentum, and Latham Joyner is able to pull away a little bit.
That was an interesting move by Trexler.
It does work for him, however, as he has gotten up into 2nd, as long as he can hold off Charlie.
And if you look down like the back straightaway, Max Urich is there, Cruz and Powell not far behind. Howe and Mitch Hobbs and
you can see an entire line there. It looks like, the top maybe
we've got
12. Top 12 cars are within 2 seconds of the leader. So, Mason Sweet got tight there. Does not get into the wall as Charlie Byer and Grayson Trexler are still side by side.
Charlie keeps getting the run on Latham, but she can't do anything. Latham's got that line right now as Charlie's trying to hold off Trex. In fact, Charlie's going to have the run here.
Max Urich into the wall.
Looks like we're good back there. Urich's going to back off a little bit.
Well, he had to.
For him, he drove his way up in the top 5.
There's Mark Frimpong on the bottom of the track. He's going very slowly. He will not have any kind of opportunity to gain spots. He's 16 laps down at the moment.
It's unfortunate when it takes one guy like that with bad mind, but
yeah, it took out a couple of good cars here, including JJ Hill. I mean himself, Josh Kosick. And
Sweet in the wall
also got involved in that. Somebody in the wall in the backstretch. I believe that was James Youngman coming off at turn 2. He will stay straight though, and there is a big gap behind him.
Interesting, that top 4 starting to pull away a little bit. Cruz up to 5th.
wider bit
looks
of a
like,
shot here. See more.
Looks like some complaints between DJ Powell and Dominic Howe.
Dominic Howe did
As
he
it
get involved in that earlier wreck? I believe he did. Oh yeah.
Howe
never mind.
and I was
yeah,
gonna say
right,
Howe
right,
and
right,
Williams.
right, right.
Howell
I was
dives to
thinking-
the inside on Howe. I'm watching them because they're complaining about each other on the radio here. Looks like they're good for now. I think the big question here is going to be, what is the fuel run going to look like here? I don't know what drivers pit under caution besides the damaged cars, obviously. And
Yeah, I mean, Latham Joyner just took
Sweet in the
fuel in the
wall.
pit stop. Mason Sweet into the wall.
that's the
Dane
second
Cruz-
time in 3 laps, I think, that you got the wall.
Yeah, Dane Cruz barely avoided him. But there's still three cars in the top pack there.
Just a little championship update. Mulder's 15th right now. Burgy
Burgy is
is 17th.
17th.
Yeah,
see on the
Mulder's
top
moved up
ticker
to
there.
14th. Looks like Mason Sweet having an issue. Mason Sweet down pit road.
Oh, a lot of cars jumbled up back there. Big battle going on.
Sweet jumped down pit
Oh,
road.
big hit for Dominic Howe. There's the caution. Oh no.
Looks like Powell and Howe, who were complaining about each other on the radio, got together.
Howell takes a tow. Or Howe. A little bit of contact there, and he just can't save it. And
yeah,
oh, what a hit!
yeah, he hit that left front.
Oh,
hard.
Jay Mulder barely gets by right at the end there. I think let's look at it from Max Yerrick's cockpit. You can see he just hits the wall, can't hold on to it, and he is gone.
That was interesting. Like I mentioned earlier, Powell and Howe. Powell was frustrated with the way Howe was driving him on the track. Looks like they made the contact. Howe got put 3 wide. And I think Hobbs barely got him.
Oh, Howe turned down the track.
Yeah.
And then Mitch shoved it in there and put him up into the wall. Wow, so that was a
That's interesting.
3-pronged incident. Oh, he hit
Yeah.
an opening. Oof. He did a good job holding the brakes, making Jay's move unnecessary. But anyway, it still happened, which is all fine and dandy. And the leader is Mason Sweet, as it looks like everyone else went down pit road.
Yeah, Mason was on pit road right there. Maybe he caught a break.
You can see cars coming out of pit road now. Charlie Byer gets out of the pit road first. And he will be, I believe, second on this restart as long as Mason stays out. Which will throw a monkey wrench into the plans for what looks like the entire field. As especially people like Charlie, who are going to have to start on his outside. Latham Joyner right behind him. He'll be slow on the restart. So Latham will have to push him. It looks like a bunch of cars on the apron. I'm not sure if they're trying to save fuel.
I'm hearing a report Ryan Martin had a screen go black.
Ooh, never
looks
good.
like
It's a
he's
hardware
fine now.
failure.
Yeah, looks like he's fine now. I guess his screen just went black momentarily.
Yeah, it might have came unplugged or turned off.
Hopefully he's down pit. He was down pit road, it seems. So looks like everything's good there.
Yeah, definitely a good sight to, see him get around that. Joe Burgy. Oh, I don't think he bait the pace car there. And whatever, if he did, it was close.
As Cole Williams is disconnected from the session, he will take P4 in the final standings. That's tough. Like I said in that incident, I saw it as a racing incident between him and Dominic. Either way, it was close.
And he still ended up on the bad side of the stick.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, looking at it, I think Cole intended for Dominic to just go lower in that corner. Dominic held his line straight through it, and that sucks.
Yeah.
As
Oh.
Looks like the 18 and the 34.
Oh, wait a second.
56, both blinking.
So Mason Sweet is actually a lap car. So Charlie Bayer will be in the lead here. Mark Frimpong most likely will take third in the championship as well. He is 15. He's gone to 15 laps down, but has gotten around Cole Williams, who is 18 laps down. I believe we'll go 1 to go this time, and Mason Street should be waved around the pace car. Yep, pace car's lights go out, and we are going to go back green flag in 1 lap here.
I don't think Sweet lost too much from that. Interesting to me that Bayer, his first car off pit road.
Yeah, Charlie was not the leader when they went in, I don't think. Unless he got the lead after the fact. Joe Burgy has a lot of front end damage back there. He is only, what, 2 spots behind Jay Mulder, so he's just got to hope that Mulder gets involved in a wreck. And remember, pre-race, Burgy told us that he expected that he was going to be in the outside of the turn 4 fence by the end of the first lap. He was close. He was on the outside of
the turn 1
turn
fence.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, so meanwhile, back green flag here. Charlie Bayer, Latham Joyner. Bayer gets a good start there. Henry Klappert does not get going from P5.
Latham also got a good start compared to what we've seen beforehand, but Trexler does get below him.
Looks like the top 6 are pulling away.
Oh, wow, yeah, definitely breakaway. They were 3 wide for a second back there. Big block by Latham Joyner. Henry Klappert all over the place. In terms of internet connection issues, but he is not really in anybody's way right now, so it is debatable whether he'll get a black flag for that or not. Latham right on the back bumper of Grayson Trexler, as Trexler has taken the lead. Latham Joyner looking for a move.
Ward on the 34's race officials are going to let it fly for now, just because there's a breakaway between him and the next car.
Bridger Olsen's quite a bit back there, almost a second between them two. And Henry Klappert up to the outside of DJ Powell.
Looks like Cruz on the outside. Oh, Powell got the apron a wee bit there.
As did Klappert. And they're saying single file for the top 3 as of right now.
As Trexler leading his first lap since the Super Speedway Series. I don't think he's made a truck start yet this season, so...
You see Jay Mulder back here. He is in front of Joe Burgy and leading the championship charge, and he is in position 11. So as long as he can stay in
right now, actually, by Keelan.
Oh, Mason Sweet almost into the wall. I think he touched it, but no real damage, or no more damage on that car. Mulder, he has 1 goal and 1 goal only. He has to be in front of Joe Burgy. Joe Burgy's currently 15th. 7 seconds behind the leader, and about 5 behind behind Mulder. The 33. The 83 is behind the 33. That's all we got to worry about right now.
Yeah, it looks like those are going to be the only 2 fighting, unless somehow Mulder and Burgy wreck, and then Frimpong can get 15 laps back, and then they can have a little bit of a slow car battle.
Oh, big stack right there. Top 3 are still all together, so... The 6-car pile-up, not a pile-up, but 6-car pack right here.
Oh,
Henry Klappert, big move to the bottom. Ooh.
Looks like Cruz cleared him before he could make it 3 wide. Henry tried to make that move. As this mid-pack thing is kind of interesting here. Bridger and Klappert are both blinking.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to stay off of them as much as I can. Although Henry Klappert into the top 5 for the first time today. Mark Frimpong really slow low, but he is, wow, he's way off the pace. I didn't realize the damage was that bad, but it definitely is.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
Mitch
top speed
Hobbs.
140 out of Frimpong.
Oof, that is significantly lower than what these cars normally run at. Mitch Hobbs down to the bottom on Henry Klappert. You will ruin that top 5 opportunity for him. The top 3 are still
Good
1,
racing
2,
right
3,
there, though,
staying
in this little
single
mid-pack
file.
here. Klappert, Hobbs, Swearingen, Powell, Cruz, Olsen, Belsha, just some of the names in this pack here.
Yeah.
As Henry goes back to the inside of Mitch, cuts off Swearingen a little bit there.
That was close, but luckily Henry Klappert blinks through any trouble he might get himself involved in.
That 34 truck stays pretty clean when he's not on the track most of the time.
Yeah, really. But yeah, the top 3 cars have just stayed in a single file line and have been able to pull themselves away. 1.5 seconds between first and fourth right now. So a big gap forming between the 2 packs.
Swearingen with a move to Klappert.
Yeah. The
And
698.
Klappert goes down a little bit.
Whoa.
Klappert gets pushed out of line. Looks like Klappert wanted that line. Swearingen already had it.
Yeah, it's
that'll
now it's
move.
7 cars. It's or not Jay, but Keelan Belsha has caught the back end of it. So now
And just behind Belsha is
they're like blinking in unison.
I know. I don't know what to look for here. Looks like Bridger's kind of on track.
Jay Mulder has
behind all
fallen
that.
back quite a bit. He's a second behind this pack. You can see him in the background there. But that's all good for him. He's still alive, and he has a 12.5 second gap back to Joe Burgy. So there's no reason for him to worry, because he is all good and he's about to lock himself up in championship.
In order for Burgy to take this championship, he needs Mulder to get damage in some form. I mean, Burgy also to try to stay on the lead lap, or at least first car a lap down, so he can get those lucky dogs if there's yellows. But I would not be surprised to see that 83 car's engine expire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he got that hard. I mean, obviously he's down on some RPMs, but I don't think it was really any more than that. I mean, he's definitely down on power, but you know, he's still trucking it around, and he's right with James Jungemann at the moment. But they are way back there. If I can get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're way back there.
Yeah, he is just crossing the
battle
line
in
now, and
mid-pack.
the leaders are in turn 3.
Pretty dicey as Swearingen cuts low in front of Cruz. Looks like Cruz and Swearingen side by side.
I think Cruz seeing if he can.
Cruz
hold
got the
off.
wall a little bit.
He might have touched
The
it.
three
My screen
wide.
stayed off. Here comes Henry Klappert to the bottom. The move's not
Klappert
going
got a
to
good
work.
run there, but yeah, he could not get that thing to stay down there. And
Keelan
Belsha-
Belsha staying on the
yeah.
high side for now. He's trying to get
Swearingen's
around
sliding up a little bit.
Klappert. Henry
Bridger
being
blinking.
a little bit dicey.
Henry blinking.
The field blinking. Oh, Mark Frimpong slow on the bottom. That was a really good pick by Dane Cruz, forcing Swearingen to the outside.
Back
He had
it
to
off.
lift off.
Klappert trying to get by Swearingen here. Klappert's going to take to the outside. Want to see here if Henry tries to make the move, if he's going to be on
Can't
track.
really go
long
back
enough to
there
make the
because both
move.
of them are blinking, but
Swearingen slides up track.
Henry,
Here comes
the
Klappert.
ghost mobile, Klappert, making a move on the inside of Max Swearingen.
And Swearingen may... Oh my gosh, Swearingen surrounded by blinkers here, and Belsha and
The
Klappert.
3 cars behind him are all blinking. Olsen, Klappert, and Belsha.
Like trying to outrun the...
They're all
ghost in
gonna
Among Us. Looks like
disappear at the
Swearingen's
same
the imposter
time,
here.
and it's gonna be a beautiful sight. It looks like he's gonna be racing around no one.
Belsha and Klappert now side by side battle the blinkers.
Although
As
Belsha
Bridger
hasn't
points out.
really been blinking as much, which is
Yeah,
good
he
sight.
blinks periodically.
As Charlie Beyer has fallen off of the main 2 who are up there.
Trexler continuing to lead here over Latham.
Yeah, Grayson Trexler doing a really good job staying out front in today's race. Obviously, as we talked about earlier, he's not really racing for anything but to have some fun and maybe take home that checkered flag. Yeah, they are way out front there with about a 6/10 gap to Beyer, a 1.5 second gap to Powell, and then a little over 2 seconds back to Mitch Hobbs and Dane Cruz.
I think
believe-
Latham's faster than Trex.
I believe
Latham gets right up to his bumper. I think Latham's just being easy on him right now because it's, you know, lap 46.
Dane Cruz has gotten around Mitch Hobbs for 5th place. And it looks like Mitch didn't fight it too much. But yeah, Latham has definitely been able to save his tires and take the draft from Braison Trexler a little bit, but he looks low. I don't think he's going to be able to go for a pass even if he wants to. At least not yet. He's got to time it perfectly. And I don't really think he's trying to pass Trexler at the moment, because their little group is working pretty well to get away from the field.
Exactly. As Henry Klappert looks like he's battling Belsha back here. Not sure if any other battles are happening on track right now. Pretty single filed out.
That is Dane
Cruz
Cruz looks to the
Powell.
inside of DJ Powell, and he
Clears
will
him.
claim that spot in position number 4.
Bridger Olsen, I do not see him on track anymore. Granted, he
Bridger
hasn't been
is,
on track most of the
yeah.
time, so.
Oh, he just got marked the lap down. Oh, no, he's back. 4 seconds, 3.5 behind the leader. Watch him on the little timing chart.
Looks like we're gonna have green flag stops soon, Josh.
I'm gonna open something, and I'm sorry that it shows on the stream. Oh. I don't know where it went.
You mean the
I
race
found it.
control tab?
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is. I'm trying to find something real quick. I'm just gonna keep the battle cam there. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. Oh no! Mitch Hobbs into the wall. Can he save it? Maybe. Oh, watch out, everybody! No caution, and he
Mitch
disconnects
alt
from
forward.
the lobby.
Okay, no caution there.
Good on him keeping it.
Mitch got the wall, and then I think actually it looks like Mitch was trying to save it and didn't want to cause that caution. Okay, well, meanwhile, I don't know what to say there. I wonder if that's going to shake up the field a little bit back here. Swearingen has run down Powell for 5th. And we're going to have green flag pit stops this time by, hearing that the 54 is going to go down pit road.
54?
Yeah. As Max Jurek has not taken tires all race from P13. So it looks like Latham going to the inside of Trex.
Oh, and Trexler goes to the... Wow, that was an interesting entry to pit road. Grayson Trexler into pit road.
I don't know if he... I think he's good. Looks like Trex is the only guy going to pit road. No, Sweet down pit road. Looks like he's leaving pit road.
Yeah, Mason Sweet 1 lap down.
Here
So
in
he's...
Henry Klappert
Oh
and
no!
James
Charlie
Jungemann,
Byer into the
I
wall hard. He stays straight, but that is not good for because now he has damage. And here comes Dane Cruz to his back bumper. Here, oh, Latham Joyner goes down to pit road. As
like
does a
34
bunch
down
of
pit
cars.
road.
Swearingen, Powell, and Jay Mulder stay. You know, Jay Mulder, Henry Klappert down as well. Wow. All right.
And
Dane Cruz, Charlie
meanwhile,
Byer.
got passed by Dane Cruz for the lead here.
Yeah, Dane Cruz, new leader on the racetrack. And it looks like he's going to fade to pit road. He will. Charlie Byer stays out for another lap. No, he doesn't. What an entrance to pit road.
Charlie made it, I think.
Yeah, wow. What a move by Charlie Byer to get down to pit road and beat Dane Cruz to the entry line after being behind him.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to see who's out of pit road here. We got Martin, Sweet.
Where's Trexler? Grayson Trexler currently in turn 2. But Yeah, will he get out in front of Dane Cruz? Dane Cruz out of pit road right now. Here comes Charlie Byer, or not Charlie Byer, sorry. Grayson Trexler with a massive lead on these guys. Oh my goodness. DJ Powell will also get out around them after being way behind the top 3. And Latham Joyner does as well. What a strategy by those cars. Jay Mulder as well gained a bunch of spots on it. So, yeah, your new leader, Grayson Trexler.
We had an interesting situation. One of the blinking cars got a penalty for speeding on pit road because they blinked through pit road. And
Who
so
did
they
that
got a
happen to
speeding
be?
penalty. The 34 was going about 7 miles an hour under the speed limit.
Oh, nice.
And Latham Joyner sounds frustrated. I think Joyner hit the wall on his own. Oh no, Powell slid up track into Joyner.
I don't know why that did that.
Latham with damage.
Joyner into the wall, you said?
Yeah, a couple laps ago. So it looks like he's fine now. Looks like Joe Burgy will go a lap down. Unfortunate for him. He's got to hope for a yellow here as Trexler's gone.
Yeah, Trexler with a 5.5 second lead is just... Oh, and a big battle here behind.
Granata back out on track with some damage.
Okay. Charlie Byer to the inside of Dane Cruz for second. This is all 5.5 seconds behind the leading car. That is...
And Belsha and Swearingen gonna try to follow. It looks like Dane's having an issue.
Who?
Dane is really slow up there. He's gonna get passed by Keelan, and Swearingen now challenging the inside of him.
Yeah,
Swearingen with a little bit
Belsha
of
gets
race
it and blocks him up the track. Swearingen also goes low. He'll try to get to the inside of Belsha. Will not quite work.
Yeah, Dane just got passed by 3 cars right there on the front straightaway. And Keelan looks kind of fast here.
Yeah, Keelan, who was sitting behind for pretty much the majority of the race, actually is showing some speed now. So it's good to see him making it work. He's going to look to try to pass Charlie Byer for second.
And Swearingen going to the inside of Belsha here, not going to get the run he was looking for. Field of Toyotas here with Byer, Belsha, Swearingen, and Cruz.
Yeah, all 4 of them are in Toyotas. And
Actually,
as well as
Drexler is also a
Trexler
Toyota.
and Bridger Olsen behind them. It's also in a
If you're a
Toyota
Toyota
Tundra.
fan here.
Tundra. Oh my goodness. There's only one F-150, and that happens to be Paul Granata. A rough
Swearingen
day for the
passed
Ford.
Belsha. Swearingen moving through the field here. His first ever start in WORC. He's been very clean with it.
Yeah, so the rookie here making a name, trying to make a name for himself. And the leaders are very slowly starting to catch the 34 car, or the 54 car, excuse me, in the lead. They've shrunk that gap down to 5.2 seconds between Byer and Trexler. Joe Burgy here, slow on the
Interesting
bottom.
battle towards the very back of the field for 11th. Mason Sweet, Kenneth Bueno, Max Urich, and Ryan Martin was there.
Oh,
and a
no!
Granata.
Oh, no!
Paul's going to get in the wall. Paul blinked out of the wall.
What was
Paul
that?
goes to
Max
the wall.
Urich
Ryan
just
Martin.
did not even see him.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Oof, they was lucky that there wasn't a wreck there. And these guys almost look like they're asking for a wreck, unfortunately. Charlie Byer, Charlie Byer has shrunken the gap down to just 5 seconds. So I don't know if there's enough laps for them to catch, as we're coming to almost 20 laps to go. 23 to be
There's enough
exact.
fuel for them to catch, actually.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they pit pretty late. So we'll see how it goes here. But Yeah, definitely interesting strategy as we see James Jungemann on the outside. An aggressive move back up the track for Bridger Olsen. Or not, my goodness. Charlie Byer. My
Yeah,
bad.
Swearingen and Belsha following Bayer here. Cruz also going to try to follow back, and then
He will, and James Jungemann falls to the back of that
like the
pack.
54 is directing lap cars to go low.
Yeah, those lap cars happen to be Paul Granata and Ryan Martin, which means that he is catching that battle that we just looked at between Sweet and Uric.
Bueno
And Bueno.
No, not Klappert.
Bueno and
yeah,
Sweet.
Bueno, I guess, yeah. Thought there was a little bit more cars in that battle.
Well, that was his, yeah, Granata was on the outside.
Oh, yeah, that's
as
right.
a lap
Granata and
car,
Martin were
and
there,
then,
yeah.
yeah, and then Uric kind of pulled away. But back to Trexler, he is really putting in some good laps for being all alone. And obviously, the cars behind have the
Getting
draft.
passed by Cruz.
Really?
Yeah, Cruz to the inside
Yeah,
of
Dane
Belsha.
Cruz will now get around.
And Swearingen has caught the back bumper of Bayer. Not sure if he's going to be able to do anything with it, but
It's chopper cam. Shot. Because I finally figured out how to actually control ATBO from not being on iRacing, which is nice. So I've actually been able to switch around between guys.
learning as we go, Josh.
Yeah.
Cruz to the inside of
maybe I can
Swearingen.
do this
Cruz
another
is
way.
fast. Thought
Yeah.
Swearingen was going to be the guy to challenge Bayer here. Looks like Cruz trying to get up there, challenge
Cruz
him.
blinks as well. It looks like everybody's having some blinking issues. Swearingen
blinks
cuts
out
down
quick
in front of Belsha. Belsha goes even lower. And Swearingen just has the room to get down. He will fall back to 4th place, but still nothing to be ashamed of. 4th place is not a bad place to be. Is
Belsha blinking out pretty bad right now.
Paul Granata in the way. Bayer makes a really late move for whatever reason. Martin there as well. Granata has gotten up to 20th place, so him staying out on track there is not actually, it's a little bit beneficial for him.
Looks like he has a chance to gain up to 18th place here.
Yeah,
with
18th.
Machav's being off track here. As
Maybe.
Trexler is effectively lapped 4 cars on track right now. Well, there's
And he's
4
about
cars
to lap.
that were part of that lead group.
He's about to
kind of
lap
damaged,
Charlie
but not
Bayer.
damaged.
Oh my goodness, my names are Kenneth Bueno. They share the K Bueno Racing Network booth, so I get them confused every once in a while. Sorry about that.
His Trex is going to slide up right in front of Kenneth.
Oh, that was close.
Swearingen and Belsha battling for 4th. Belsha to the inside of him. Cruz all over Bayer's back bumper as well.
And Belsha brings once again.
And he's going to back off, give Swearingen the position there. And Trexler just announced he's pitting in this time by.
Oh, so they are going to have another bit of a fuel run here.
I don't think they pit those first couple cautions, so they were able to stretch that fuel out a little bit. But I knew this was going to be a very big fuel strategy race, as we've changed the fuel percentage to 50% starting just a couple races ago.
Yeah, before Trexler pit here, the gap was down to 4 seconds. So they gained
4.3
about
that.
2.5 seconds just in that little time, and there is a lot of cars in that group. DJ Powell almost going a lap down. I feel like he was up there.
I think Powell
with them
pit.
before.
Powell is a
Maybe-
lap down, actually.
Yeah,
Powell
maybe
is
did
back
he
in
already
15th.
pit? That's the question.
Maybe, because Latham is also
Pit-
a lap down.
It says he's pit 4 times, so I'd assume that he's already made his pit stop.
Mason Sweet saying he's pitting in this time.
Mason Sweet all the way back in.
He's a lap
Not
down. I
in
don't
the
think
good
he's going to be a
spots.
factor here. Mulder, the last car on the lead lap.
Has just gone down
Burgy
pit
in
road.
12.
Mulder's
This
in pit
actually could get
road.
interesting if
Mulder
Burgy-
has a lot of rear end damage. I don't know where he
Burgy-
got that from, but
Yeah. I don't know if it's
Interesting.
making the truck hard to drive. Burgy Burgy. He's 1 position back on Mulder. As
What?
Ryan Martin has just said he's gonna.
Joe Burgy is 10th. Mulder is 13th.
Are you live?
Yeah. I'm live.
Are you sure?
Are you live? What lap are you on?
71?
73.
What?
Yeah, it's lap
Oh wait, I had to
73.
click live again. Oh, I'm watching Burgy. That's why. Haha. Okay. I'm watching Burgy. That's why I'm a lap down. Okay.
Jay Mulder
Is behind Joe Burgy.
by quite a bit. He's like almost.
Hold on a second. What just happened? Is this championship battle?
I think the Burgy has to pit, but until he does, he is
He's the
ahead
leader right now.
in the championship right now.
As Mulder's fallen back to 14th, Burgy in 11th.
Yeah, and the gap between the two of them is quite a bit. Burgy going into turn 1 right now, Mulder in turn 3, as there is Grayson Trexler trying to get around him. Looks like he didn't take tires. Mulder took tires. I would assume that
There's only
Joe
2 tire
Burgy
beds.
won't.
So I
Dane
wonder if
Cruz coming
Burgy
with
is going
speed.
slow enough that he has enough fuel or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't think these guys have made their pit stop yet.
Trexler is the last car on the lead lap here.
Yeah, I don't think that Cruz or Bayer or Swearingen made their pit stops
They've
yet.
not. Neither is Belsha or Olsen. I think Klappert, Urich were just that far back to begin with, as Urich has just gone a lap down. So I expect Klappert to be next, as Klappert just queued up, said he's going down pit road.
Klappert is 6th.
Good day for him, not normally up in the...
I mean, obviously
top
it's because
five
that's
area.
before pit stops, but oh no,
Yeah.
Max Swearingen
What?
goes low. It looked like he had an issue there. Maybe not, but he lost a spot or two from it.
Loses a spot to Belsha and Olsen.
Oh, he's going down to pit road.
Yeah, he's just trying to plan out his pit entry.
So they cannot make it on fuel then. Dane Cruz as well down on pit road, and Charlie Bayer. Keelan Belsha and Bridger Olsen are the ones that stay out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Klappert just went a lap down. So Trexler did not go a lap down on his pit cycle. I think he was far enough ahead. He's able to keep it
Grayson
out there.
Trexler just barely in front of them. You can see the two in the background that he's against. Only 8 laps to go.
Burgy down pit road.
Joe Burgy in pit road. This is big. Let's see. Does he take tires? Where is Jay Mulder? Already passed him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the battle gone. Jay Mulder has retaken the lead in the championship. It almost turns DJ Powell. Keelan Belsha, Bridger Olsen back down onto pit road. Grayson Trexler at this point is in turn 2. He's on the backstretch, so he is ahead of Charlie Bayer and Dane Cruz by quite a
Bridger
bit.
is the leader, but he's not on track for me. He's blinked out right now.
Bridger, yeah.
Okay, so Keelan on pit road. Looks like the first car I can see.
Keelan Belsha will not get out ahead of
Bridger is
Grayson
still not on
Trexler.
track for me. I believe Bridger may be through putting.
maybe. Grayson Trexler with a pretty big lead right now. He has
Fire getting
absolutely
fought by
gapped the field.
Klappert, Urich, and Cruz. And Klappert's going to split the middle three wide. in
Whoa,
front
that
of
was a little bit
Belsha.
close. That was,
Urich
Oof.
trying to follow.
my goodness.
Klappert blinking out. Hard to tell where he is right now. I don't know. if
Keelan
Klappert's-
Belsha with a third place, or in third place right now. He is
Olsen
having
is
a
still
really
not
good
on
day.
track.
Yeah, I
Olsen's
believe that
going down
Bridger
the
Olsen
standing.
may have
Yeah.
throughput from the session. Oh,
He's,
Max Urich,
Bridger's-
way to the outside.
Bridger's had quite a bit of Wi-Fi issues lately. Past few races.
Oh,
He's
3
been
wide.
in WORC and just in general, I've noticed that I've been in with him. So Bridger having internet issues or hardware issues, not sure. Looks like it's going to bring his day to an end. Jay's back on the lead lap, by the way. I don't know if we covered that.
He never was off the lead lap.
Here it was.
No, he never got lapped.
During the pit cycle, he was a lap down. How do you think he ended up behind Burgy?
Oh. Well, yeah, because everyone pit.
Well, that's what I said.
Like, he was never legitimately lapped down. He never got lapped.
Yep, there's Bridger officially through putting.
Yeah, so Bridger Olsen, that car will go behind the wall. And Dane Cruz makes a move on Charlie Bayer for second, as we are down to 5 laps to go and nobody is even
I
close
think without
to
a
Grayson
caution,
Trexler.
Trexler is gonna take this one easily.
Gap is just 3.5 seconds, but I don't think that they are going to have anywhere near enough time to catch him.
Did Trex take tires?
Trex did not take tires, but neither
Okay.
did they.
So it just depends. Did Dane save his tires better? Did Charlie save his tires better? Did Keelan?
Oh my goodness.
Klappert right there behind
The
Maul
gap
a
is
lap
shrinking
car.
fast! Down to 3 seconds!
They gained a half a second that lap, but they need to start gaining a lot faster if they're going to catch Trexler. Belsha looking to the inside of Bayer here.
You got 0.6 that time around. Whoa, little bit of contact, I think, between the 7 and the 18.
Klappert all over the back bumper of them. That's interesting. I don't know if he's going to...
Max Urich
Be
is coming up
attacked.
to the
Oh,
back
Belsha
of
to the
Grayson
inside.
Trexler. I'm not...
Belsha blinks out. Sorry, that was just...
They did not catch as much that time.
The 54 is directing the 6 around him. I believe the 6 is on fresh tires, perhaps.
He is.
So 6 car gets his lap back. That puts Klappert first car a lap down. Then we got Bueno, Sweet, Burgy, and Jungemann.
Max Urich does get around Grayson Trexler clean. And the gap is down to 2.6 seconds.
I don't think there's enough time here.
I don't believe there's enough time either. Henry Klappert and Mason Sweet battling for position as well there. The only thing I believe that can stop Grayson Trexler at this point is if he messes up really bad or if there's a caution. We're down to 2 laps to go.
I don't think Trex is going to give this one up. Looks like the battle is going to be for second here. Trex down the back straightaway.
Yeah, you can see the field behind.
Yep,
It does not
33
look like they're
and
going to
4.
have enough time. Gap is down to 2 seconds, but there is a whole...
Trexler
only
takes
one
the
lap
white
to go.
flag. No more cautions. And this one here is... Whatever happens, happens. Trexler on the white flag.
One more lap to go here for the final race
He
of
played the best strategy.
the season.
I don't think I have seen much better strategy than this.
The thing is, if there was maybe 3 more laps, I believe the field's would have gotten him. The gap is 1.4. They're making monumental
catching quick.
improvements here.
It's not
And-
enough time left. Coming around the final corner, Grayson Trexler, for the first time since the Super Speedway Series finale, will win yet another finale race here at Las Vegas for the Work Truck Series.
Grayson Trexler wins the race, but more
And coming
importantly,
around the final corner
Jay
through 3 and
Mulder.
4. Jay Mulder's gonna be your champion, the underdog, the guy nobody expected. Jay Mulder is your champion. That was the most surprising thing, I thought. No offense to Jay
Wow.
Mulder or Ben Porsche or
What a
anybody
race.
involved
What
with
a
that
finish
33
there.
team, but Jay simply avoided the wrecks. Like I said, qualifying was going to be big. Do you want to put yourself up front where Burgy and Williams and Frimpong were, or do you want to be towards the back where Mulder was?
And it looks like we have
And-
our answer now.
Mulder played the best qualifying strat. I told you it was going to come down to qualifying. That was
it
crazy.
did. Grayson Trexler gonna burn it down here at Las Vegas, USA. And he deserved this win. And Jay Mulder coming around to do his burnouts as well. He will take a little bit of a different approach. Oh, not a good angle. He's just going to sit there for now. And the 19, I believe that's Mason Sweet, will get in his face a little bit there. Trexler and James Jungemann, both with the pink numbers tonight, likely for cancer awareness, are going to burn it down next to each other. Congratulations to Grayson Trexler, and congratulations to Jay Mulder as he will burn it down as well.
That's right. Mulder and Trexler each burning it down on their own here. And it looks like they're going to come together to do dual burnouts, I believe. Jungemann sitting there to support
Watch.
them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Mulder and Trexler up to each other here.
What a race by all of these guys.
Yeah, it was...
What a job for Jay Mulder to come home as tonight's champion. There was, what, a 75 lap 70 lap green flag run to the end there.
Yeah, something like that. It was a long one for sure.
Yeah, and Jay Mulder going to do a backwards victory lap. And he definitely deserves it tonight. Oh, or just the corner.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's look at your finishing results as Mulder continues to go around the track. Braison Trexler, your winner by just 1.5 seconds over Charlie Beyer. Third place, Keelan Belsha. Fourth, Dane Cruz. Fifth, Max Swearingen. Sixth, Latham Joyner. Seventh, your champion, Jay Mulder. Eighth, DJ Powell. Ninth, Max Yerrick. And 10th, rounding out the top 10 and 1 lap down, Mason Sweet. Braison?
P11, Henry Klappert, 1 lap down. Kenneth Bueno, P12. Joe Burgy, P13. James Jungemann, P14. And then 3 laps down, we've got Ryan Martin, P15. Then we got Bridger Olson, who unfortunately throughput from the lead on strategy stop there. 8 laps down, P17, Mitch Hobbs, first car who wrecked out of the race. First car ahead who wrecked out of the race, I should say, 37 laps down. Paul Granata, P18, 52 laps down. Josh Duke, P19, 52 laps down as well. And P20, Mark Frimpong, 55 laps down, your other championship contender.
Yeah, and then the final 4 cars, Dominic Howell, Cole Williams, JJ Hill, and Josh Kosick, all of them getting involved in the first 2 incidents.
All right, we are going to take you guys to commercial real quick, and then we're going to pull in some drivers for post-race interviews coming up live on WORC TV.
We will be back. Don't miss a thing.
The field is rolling on the back straightaway. Get ready. This is going to be tight. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The All-American 400 is underway. Got to be careful. The bumps here can get you every time. Entering the corner, exiting the corner.
Welcome back to the WORC Truck Series at WORC TV at Las Vegas. We have had a great race, 85 laps of great racing. Jay Mulder is your champion. Braison Trexler is your race winner. And we are going to bring some of the special people up into the booth. So first is Braison Trexler.
Grayson, you're in the WORC TV booth. You have a copy there, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Grayson, you drove an amazing race, but I think even better than your drive was your strategy. You managed to just pull yourself away on strategy. It was actually amazing to see. You had a multiple second gap. What was your thought on playing that strategy? You pit a little bit earlier than those guys out there and came out ahead of them by a lot. How did you play that strategy? What went through your head during that?
I mean, the main thing was I saw my crew chief tell me I had 5 to go and just started planning it out. And sometime during the second run, I was in a call with Corey Hartz and told him to get in the session and help crew chief me. And, he made the right call. And I actually ran out of gas on that Alan Quickie lap I was taking.
All right. Well, Josh, you got a question for Trex?
You don't know how these interviews work. Well, yeah, you did a great job all race, getting the strategy out front and then playing it perfectly with your driving. Was there any kind of worry at the end there? You saw the cars behind you really picking up the pace and getting close to you. Was there any worry that they were going to get around you in the final or the closing stages?
I mean, yeah, I knew that they were fast, but within like the last 5 or so, they started gaining at a slower pace. And I mean, it's all thanks to Corey Hartz. He made all the right calls and coached me through it. If I have to thank anybody for the win, it's him.
Well, do you have anybody else that you might want to thank for the win while we're on that topic?
Yeah, I want to thank my teammate James Jungemann for being out here tonight. I don't even know where he finished. I know he got lapped because, I mean, there were a couple of unseen incidents, as we'll call them, tonight.
Well, all right. Thank you for coming up in the booth with us. Congratulations on your win. You're $5 richer. I mean, I don't know how much that that really matters to you, but you came in here, you won the race. Congratulations. You go enjoy it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Trex. We're going to be pulling in second place now. Charlie Byer. Charlie, up here in the WORC TV booth, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
All right, Josh, you can have the first question this time.
Well, Charlie, you came home second place. You definitely had a great car all night. Was there anything you could do to try to catch Grayson at the end there, or was just his strategy prevailed?
I could have used about 5 more laps. Dane and I both could have. So, he was falling back quite a bit with the tire fall off. So I think there's a couple more laps we would have had him. But Dane, my team, and I did a pretty good job on that last run.
Yeah, I saw you guys working together there towards the end. Did you think you had any shot at catching him? Do you think there was enough, or did you just it wasn't going to be enough and you sort of just tried anyway?
Yeah, well, we were just mainly focusing on running just consistent laps. I didn't want anyone to try to get side by side because I was just going to slow us down. So the gap was decreasing about a couple seconds every few laps. So once again, just a few more laps and we probably would have taken the checkered.
All right, yeah. Bryson, do you have any questions for Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie, you were up towards the front first part of the race there, led some laps. You were part of a great battle, actually, between you, Trex, Latham. But, towards the end there, it seemed like you started to fall off and you got passed by Dane, and then somehow you got him back there. You played a long race, long strategy. Did you think towards the beginning of that race, running up front, you were going to stay that way for the whole race, or did you have to try to change your strategy to try to catch Trex?
Well, my strategy was pretty much entirely dependent on the tire sets that we had. So, with only 2, it kind of plays into effect there and trying to save it. So, in the first couple of runs, I was just trying to save my stuff and try to be there at the end. We were close, so I'm not upset about a second place finish.
All right. Do you have anybody you want to thank for tonight's race?
Thanks to Eel Media Racing, thanks to Eel Media, Cable and Racing Network, Z's Custom Diecast, Appella Gaming, Stealth Energy, and SDC. So that's it.
All right. Josh, you got anything else to add on?
That's all. But yeah, thank you for joining us up here in the WORC TV booth, and congratulations on your second place. We hope you have a great night.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thank you.
All right. That was Charlie Byer, second place. Coming up in the booth now, we got third place, Keelan Belsha. Keelan, you're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy here, bud.
I got you.
All right, Keelan, you ran a great race. You were towards the back a little bit, or well, I guess I shouldn't say the back, but you're kind of mid-pack for most of that race. And I noticed you had a little bit of blinking issues. Did the blinking issues seem to hurt you? Did it seem to noticeably hurt you throughout that race?
Well, when you're bunched up on a restart, the blinking issues probably play a bigger toll when you're run than they do when you're more spread out. So that's kind of what I was asking for on those restarts, asking them to let me drop to the rear because I didn't want to take nobody out in the beginnings of a run. And then once we got a little bit spread out, I just kind of picked people off as I could, and then the strategy paid off and got up there in the top 3. So, I mean, they played a factor short runs, but the more the race went on, the less they really affected me.
All right. Josh, you got a question for Keelan here.
Yeah, well, I see you started in 25th. You finished 3rd, so that is a massive 22 spots gained throughout that run. How'd you pull it off? How'd you manage to save the tires just enough to, stay up there and, finish off in a podium?
Well, like I said, throughout the long run, just kind of got positions, got up to about I think 9th at one point, and then got the pit on that green flag around about lap 50. There was a pit stop, got on fresh tires then, and that strategy ended up getting me up to like 5th around there, and then we just got lucky to get 3rd at the end. But got to thank Lacey Kuehl. She was spotting me up there. She helped out a little bit, helped me save my tires, pick a line. So she helped out a lot, and yeah, it was
All right.
Well, on that topic of thanking people, you got anybody else that you want to thank for tonight's 3rd place finish?
Well, Lacey helped me out there, and then those iRacing guys let me hop on their strategy, so I appreciate them.
All right, Keelan. Well, thank you for coming up into the booth tonight. Thank you for racing. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish and for being the biggest mover of the whole night. 25th to 3rd place. Congratulations, Keelan. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to be bringing in an honorable mention. First honorable mention, he was running up front most of that race, had some issues with a lap car putting him in the wall. Tough race for him, but we're going to bring him here into the booth. Latham Joyner, you're here in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. Latham, you were fast at first and then got the wall. Unfortunately, ended your run for the win a little bit early. But during that beginning period of the race, were you running up front? Did you feel confident that you had enough at that time to win the race?
Yeah, I think so. So about lap 40 or ish, something like that. That restart where me and Grayson kind of pulled away. I made a deal with him. I wouldn't pass him, so I was just going to push him around the racetrack till green flag pit stops. And they came around, and he pitted at lap 4. I did, and kind of pulled away because I didn't really push the pit entry. And he kind of pulled away, and I was trying to pass DJ. And I guess whenever you're just that clueless and don't know how to drive on a tight race car, you just drift up 3 lanes and put somebody in the fence.
All right. I guess I can see a little bit of frustration there. Josh, you got anything to ask Latham here?
Yeah, you gained 10 spots on the night, so still not a bad run for yourself. After you got that damage, was it just more maintain where you were than try to fight for a win or anything like that, or were you actually still trying to gain as many spots as you could? What was your mindset?
Well, yeah, I kind of messed up qualifying because I was a little bit lost in qualifying because I didn't do any practice and things like that. But yeah, we were running up front and then got the damage, and it was a minute, which iRacing is retarded because that wasn't a minute of damage in real life. But it's whatever, and it doesn't affect you 10 miles an hour in real life either. But I just hate it for the guys back at the shop whenever a retard just drifts up 3 lanes and cleans us out, and you can't do anything about it. So, but good season for y'all and everybody else. I wish Mark would have got to do longer than 4 laps, but somebody had other ideas.
Yeah, we honestly still don't. I'm a little speechless myself about that whole Mark thing. I did not expect Josh Kosick to truly be that terribly minded. Yeah, I mean, I hope other leagues take notice of that, and I hope other people take notice of that. That's just disgusting, to be honest. Do you have anybody you want to thank tonight, Latham? Besides, of course, your guys at the shop you just mentioned.
Yeah, I want to thank Rapid Sim Sport. Parker Retzloff did his ARCA race earlier today. He's the owner of our team. Just shout out to him. And JER Cuts and Excalibur Racing Engines. That's pretty much it. Sorry I couldn't bring it home for y'all, but try again some other time.
All right, thank you, Latham, for joining us in the booth tonight. Sucks that your night ended early. You had a great, really fast truck tonight. Congratulations on leading a couple laps here tonight, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we're going to bring in our second honorable mention. He was making his first career start tonight, and he ended up finishing in the top 5. Drove a great race tonight in the 698 Toyota Tundra. Max Swearingen. Max, we're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, I got you. Loud and clear.
All right, Josh, you can ask the first question here.
Sorry. So you did a really good job today. You finished 5th place. Great top 5. Are you going to? I know it's your first start, but looking forward into the future of the series, are you looking to continue that momentum into other series into the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. We always want to keep a top 5, top 10 run going at least each and every week. It's just a matter of we don't get caught up in a wreck. We get caught up in one. It's just a matter of that, and I really hope that later on we're gonna progress more, get more top 5s, and then probably hopefully get that first win.
All right. I've got a question for you, Max. This is your first start. It was a championship race. A little bit of pressure to not be
not be a Josh Kosick in this situation, I guess. Taking out Mark Frimpong early on, unfortunately. And of course, we had those couple big wrecks early on, but you had a green flag run. This is a lot different than any C-fixed race you've probably ever ran. What was your mindset, throughout that race? Like, this is a league race, first race, championship race, on the broadcast, all that stuff coming into one. What was your thought on that?
Okay, so I'm sorry about that. But it was mainly just keeping it consistent throughout the whole run. I just was trying to make sure not to get involved in the championship battle. Just let those people fight it out. I was gonna go with my own race, just make sure keep it consistent, stay top 10, just make it clean all race. I did get put up on the wall a little bit, but that really didn't affect me. But it was mainly just keeping it clean, having just momentum go throughout the race, and mainly just having a clean truck and making sure we finished on the lead lap.
All right, Max. Well, do you got anybody you want to thank tonight? For the
I want
race?
to thank you guys for putting on a great show tonight, and my WORC racing team. Everyone in the shop did a really good job tonight, and yeah.
All right, Max. Well, thank you for joining us tonight in the booth. Congratulations. You ran a great race. Finished top 5 here tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll talk to you later. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, coming into the booth next. A little bit surprising to see this guy here. Yeah. The 33 truck of Jay Mulder, your champion, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie, you're in the WORC TV booth. You got a copy, bud.
Yeah, I got you guys.
I can already hear the excitement in your voice. You're clearly very excited that you won this championship here. Josh, I'm going to give you the first question here. Shoot.
Well, to put it bluntly, how'd you do it?
Well, I mean, consistent finishes all damn season, and then here at the end, definitely got lucky. But I mean, we've been right here with these guys all year long, and we've been consistent. We've had the best average finish all season long. I mean, we've been right with these guys, like I said, and now we're ahead of them, kind of by luck, but at the same time, we were there with them. It was it was time for us to get lucky, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Jay. Early on those couple wrecks, with Frimpong getting Josh Kosick. I think that's what we're gonna call that now. Unfortunately, Frimpong getting Kosick, and then Williams and Howe getting together, which Burgy had nowhere to go and ended up right in that mess. You stayed in the back. I mentioned pre-race. I don't know if you were paying attention or not. I said, do these guys want to qualify? What are these championship contenders going to want to do? Williams, Frimpong, Burgy put themselves closer to the front. You stayed closer to the back. Do you think that staying closer to the back, not qualifying as well, ended up being an influence in you winning this championship?
Well, not intentionally, but it definitely helped us a lot because we had way more reaction time to all those huge crashes up front. But yeah, I was trying to qualify and be right up there with those guys, but we were a little tight in qualifying and it just didn't work out. But yeah, I had all intentions of being right up there with those guys. I guess I'm kind of lucky I didn't.
Yeah, I kind of noted to Tyler Reddick in the Xfinity Series Championship, I believe 2017 it was, back when he was in the 9 car, 2017 or 2018, I don't remember.
18.
18, that's right, yeah, 18. When he was the 4th car, he was the underdog, but everyone was like, Tyler Reddick, he's only won once this season, he's not going to win this. And then Reddick came by and won the championship. I'm kind of likening this to that. Reddick's a good driver now, everyone sees it now in him. So you think everyone's going to start seeing now? Maybe Jay Mulder's somebody to talk about?
Well, I mean, we're headed on iStar next season. Try and make some noise up there. Definitely a bigger lead, but I mean, got a lot of experience this season. I'd compare it more to Matt Grafton in 2019, where consistent all season. But yeah, I mean, we were hard all season trying to be right up there. Just didn't get lucky.
Yeah. Josh, you got another question for him?
Not really, but I guess yeah. My only question is, you have anybody to thank for the the race and the season as a whole?
Man, huge list, but
go ahead.
Straight off, we got Dunk Pools on the hood, or on the truck every week, and NASCAR Hotspot. They have a podcast which you get to be on tomorrow night actually, but and then Fry Designs and SD Graphics as well, being on the truck every week. So it's cool to have those guys on board. Mason Suit helps make some pit calls tonight. The strategy played out pretty interesting. It's fun to have green flag pit stops like that, and he helped me figure out that stuff and the choice to take my tires later on and be faster toward the end. But yeah, other than that, I mean, so many people to thank, but those come to mind.
All right, Jay. You're coming home with a little bit of iRacing credits with you as well, enough to buy a track of your choice here. So congratulations on that. Hopefully you can spend it on something you can use for our next season, as we will turn to UMP Modifieds Thursday night, as well as Skip Barber Cars for Sunday night. Or you just mentioned you're going to run the ice car schedule. I know there's even a couple tracks on that schedule I don't own that I have to purchase soon. You're also going to take home some money courtesy of Mr. Ocean CM3882 on YouTube. He helped with the championship purse a little bit, as well as $5 to Trexler tonight for the win. So yeah, congratulations, man. You're taking home a little bit of a prize for this championship. You get a little bit more than just that I'm a champion kind of thing. You get to have something that shows you were a champion. Yeah, a little bit more than bragging rights here.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thank you Ocean CM for the purse there. It's good to see you guys get involved in the series. WORC iRacing, one of the best iRacing series out there. Great place for guys to start and great place to race Halof on this season.
I'm glad you had a lot of fun, Jay. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for racing this season. It was great to have you every week in, week out, it seemed. You had your ups, you had your downs, but you had the best average finish of all the championship guys, and looks like you still finished the best of the championship guys in this race. So congratulations, Jay, on being champion. Thank you for being here from me and all the other admins, even the one who just rage quit the league because he lost championship. Josh, got any closing words here?
Yeah, just thank you for participating all season. Thank you for being here, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you next season if you're gonna be returning, which I assume you are.
Yeah, most likely. But yeah, thank you guys. Put on a great series, and had a few good battles with both you guys at a number of different races this season. Homestead comes to mind, that great finish we had there. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you guys.
All right, Jay, thank you for being here. Congratulations on your championship, man.
Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
Yeah, you too. All right. Any closing words, Josh?
Well, to all of the people who are still, all the people who are watching, thank you guys for watching tonight's event. Thank you for being here. We hope you enjoyed the session, the broadcast, and the entire series itself tonight. Maybe be back broadcasting next season some more, and return to have some fun.
Actually, we've reached a deal currently in place with Extreme Sim TV for Thursday nights and Max Speed TV for Sunday nights. So we're hoping to get everything broadcasted for you guys, and any of you guys tuning in, we are kind of doing a little bit of a fresh reset of the league, getting rid of some people, hoping to recruit some new people. So if you're watching a stream, you're not currently in the league yet, hit us up. We're going to be recruiting soon. We're going to be hosting recruiting sessions. Anybody's allowed to race. We just have a 1,000 iRacing minimum for Oval Series. It's yet to be determined for road and dirt, but we're going to figure that out. So yeah, if you're interested in joining the league, hit us up. And we don't really broadcast often for other leagues, so if you're looking to have us broadcast, unfortunately, we don't really do that quite yet.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, maybe in the future. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to WORC TV. If you're interested in joining the league for the future, come hit us up on our Instagram page at worc.iracing. We also have a website, worcleagues.weebly.com. And then, of course, we also have our Discord. Our Discord is on that thing. If you join the Discord, you're basically just got to sign up right there, and you're in the league. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you enjoyed the race, and we hope you all have a fantastic evening.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.